Hello, my name is Jamari Marte, and here I'm going to show you the Ripped IT Professional Masterclass. 3 proven secrets to finally get that beach body you've always wanted. I've helped dozens of guys get summer ready, as you can see. If you had the right training program, the right nutrition plan, and consistent motivation, could you do the same? My goal today is to show you how to get a flat stomach and muscle definition without gimmicks or fad diets, without getting fat all over again. Who's ready? I'm ready. That's what the cat said. I'm my own living testimony. I was my first testimonial, my first transformation. So I used to be skinny. I used to be a skinny game developer, staying inside all the time, playing video games, didn't really interact. I was really an introvert. And I just wasn't happy with myself. I got bullied. Women bullied me for being so skinny. And I just didn't feel confident in myself. I didn't feel confident speaking to people, to women, even in my abilities. So I knew I needed to make a change. There was one presentation where I had to present in front of almost 200 people for my capstone project. And I was stuttering and I just wasn't super confident in myself. And so I knew after that moment, I needed to become more confident in myself if I wanted to have better opportunities in life. And so that's what I started doing. But I took a different approach. I took a dirty bulk approach. So I started gaining weight and I didn't really eat as healthy as I wanted to. I put on some size and weight, but I put on a lot more body fat and fat in certain areas. And so I still didn't get that look that I was desiring, and it wasn't the most attractive thing for me. So that's when I started to improve my knowledge. I got personal training education. I got other coaches and mentors to help me. And so that's when I started to get ripped. And I had a lower body fat percentage and I had more lean muscle. And now today I'm more confident than ever. I have more energy. I have improved relationships. It improved every aspect of my life. And you can get ripped as well and have all those benefits too. So the way that I got ripped and I help all of my students get ripped is with something known as the FBE model. So it's called Fat Burn Extreme. A lot of people come to me and say, I want to have more energy. They struggle with having energy, especially in IT. If you're sitting at a desk all the time, sometimes you have back pain, you have low energy, you're working, and you just crash throughout the day. So, they want to be able to have more energy, to do more things with problem solving in their day-to-day tasks. Another thing that people tell me with is they want sustainable results. So they see some results and then they gain back what they lost or even more. So they just want sustainable results. And once they have those sustainable results, then it allows them to do more things in life. The third thing is health. So they say they want to be healthy because they don't want to go through, what other family members have went through. They don't want to deal with diabetes or some other health complication, and they just want to be around a lot longer for their family and friends, and feel and look their best. So what if you could combine all three? What if you could have energy, sustainable results, and be healthy? That gives you ripped confidence. Imagine being able to walk in a room with a suit and just get the respect that you want because you look good, you feel good. People feel that energy when you step into the room. So, and they admire a hard, well-built physique. It shows that you're disciplined, and it carries over to other aspects of your life. And so you'll be able to unlock your true potential once you have that ripped confidence. So there's 3 parts to this really when it comes down to it. It all starts with your nutrition. Nutrition is 80% of the battle. So nutrition is 80% of your results. And the way that we tackle nutrition in the FBE model is using something known as the flexogenic diet. So this is where you'll still be able to eat the foods that you love and like donuts and pizza and still get ripped. You might be wondering how. We'll talk about how soon. The second part of this is training. So training is 20% of your results. And the way that we tackle that here is with something known as mixed pyramid training. So this is where we give you different training styles and different workouts to make sure that your body's constantly not getting adapted so that you can continue changing and progressing in the way that you want. And the third thing is strong discipline. None of the other two matter if you can't be disciplined. Discipline is doing those things whether you feel like it or not. So each of these three things have deeper roots. They each have three pillars. So for nutrition, you got to know your macros. You got to know about intermittent fasting and refeed day or cheat day. Yes, you can have a cheat day. We'll talk about how that works. And then for the training protocol, for mixed pyramid training, you got to know your lifestyle workouts. You got to do HIIT. You got to do NEAT, which is your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, and HIIT is high intensity interval training. We'll get into all that soon. And then for strong discipline, you got to be able to track your results. You got to have that bulletproof mindset. And you got to know about the Hawkeye's effect. I know you might be wondering, what is that? We'll get into all that now. So the flexogenic secret number one is you got to know your macros. So your macros are your macronutrients. Your body needs three things. It's protein, carbs, and fats. If you don't get enough of these things, your body won't change and shape the way that you want. There's a difference between calories and macros. When you focus on calories, you might lose weight and things like that, but you might be focusing on the wrong thing. But when you focus on macros, which is your protein, carbs, and fats, you have the perfect amount of body fat and you have the perfect amount of muscle. So that's what we do here. So protein is used to repair and retain the muscle. Fats are like your health and your hormones. So for example, you might not be feeling good one day, or your mood might be down. It might be because you're not getting enough fats, and carbs is your brain's main source of energy and your body's main source of energy as well. So there's different things when it comes to knowing your macros. There's diet strategies, there's different macro percentages, there's different calorie ranges you can be at. So that's where success story number one happens, Alex. So before Alex started working with me, he struggled with really losing weight. Like he would lose weight and he would hit a plateau, but he was doing everything right with his training, and he was staying really, really consistent, but he just didn't know how to get this weight off. And so it took him about really 10 years to try to figure it out. And so he struggled with sleep apnea and just trying to get rid of the body fat and not looking and feeling his best. And that affected him. It led to him, having depression and not looking and feeling his best. So that all changed once he started to know about his macros. And once he learned about macros, he was able to lose 46 pounds in 16 weeks. And again, he's from Mebane, North Carolina. So he's lost 46 pounds in 16 weeks, and you can also do the same. That brings me to the flexogenic secret number two, which is intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting is a eating style. So there's a window where you eat and there's a window where you don't eat. it all varies on what you want to do, but think of it as this is a way to expedite your results. Have you ever seen Fast and Furious and then they hit that NOS button and then they outrace the other competitor? That's kind of how intermittent fasting is. You can hit that NOS button to help expedite your results, but there's a right way and a wrong way to do this. If you do it the wrong way, you might have brain fog, you might have low energy, you might feel sick and weak. So there's a right and wrong way to do it, but just remember it's a way to expedite your results. So that brings me to success story. Alex Rodriguez, another Alex. So Alex, he's a 3D artist. He's real consistent with his working out. He did portion control, but he didn't really know how to get the body fat off the way that he wanted to, really, really fast. And so that's where we introduced intermittent fasting. And once he started doing intermittent fasting, he was able to go from 14% body fat to 10% body fat in 2 weeks. So he lost 4% body fat, and he's getting into rib shape. So you can also do the same. Intermittent fasting is a really effective protocol if you do it right. And then that brings me to the third secret, which is your refeed day or your cheat day. So a lot of people start losing a lot of weight when they're in a caloric deficit, and there's something called leptin, which is a hormone for weight loss. And once your leptin levels get to a certain level, then you can reach a plateau. So you could reach you could stay in a deficit for a while and also lose weight for a couple of weeks. But if you're in a caloric deficit for a long time, you can plateau. And so the way that you can trick the body is to have a cheat day. So typically I'll say have a cheat day on Sunday or one day out of the week to reset the metabolism, because if you plateau at your weight, then there's different methods you have to do to get out of that plateau, and we want to try to avoid that. But also, too, this is where you eat a little bit more to make sure that your body doesn't think you're in starvation mode. So yeah, that's the third secret. Now that takes us on to Cody. You know, his is the success story number three. He's from Irwin, Pennsylvania. He's a web developer, and before Cody started working with me, he really struggled as well with losing weight, and he he plateaued at a weight, on his own. He tried different things, and he just couldn't get the results that he wanted, and so that left him feeling, frustrated. But once he started working with me, he started to have more energy. He had the confidence to propose to his now fiance. So a lot of positive things came from him, losing this weight, and he gets to eat cheat meals. So he still gets to eat his cheat meals to lose weight and to be able to make sure that he doesn't plateau. So this is how he's been able to lose 18 pounds in 16 weeks, is by having cheat meals occasionally. But there's a right and wrong way, because if you eat too much, then it can make you gain excess weight. So you have to be smart with it. There's a right way and there's a wrong way. So there's more to be covered. That brings us to the second protocol, which is your training. So remember, training is 20% of your results. So mixed pyramid training is where you have a whole bunch of different, training styles. This is unique. It's something I came up with. Don't look it up. You won't be able to find anything on it. It's exclusive to Force to Fitness. But a lot of people say they want workouts that fit around their life. And so that's one of the things we prioritize here is lifestyle workouts. So Philip, he's an actor and a game streamer, and he really struggled with trying to build muscle and gain weight. He he was consistent with his working out, and he's tried to gain weight and muscle for 10 years, but he didn't really know um, what to do to get there. And so that's where he started to, look into different things and try different things and still didn't get the results that he wanted. But that all changed once he had the right plan, and he had the right workout. So he did something known as mixed pyramid training that allowed him to build 15 pounds of muscle in 12 weeks. And then training secret number two is HIIT cardio. So HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. So this is where you do a whole bunch of different exercises, but you keep your rest periods really, really short. So that brings us to Colton. So Colton was a customer service support person. So he's in IT. And before he started working with me, he really struggled with energy, confidence. He was out of breath all the time, and he had a little one, and so he wanted to be able to keep up with his little one, and so that's what brought him to try to start losing his weight. So he tried a lot of different things on his own. He said that he had a family history of all of them being a certain weight, and he wanted to change that. He wanted to be healthier, and he wanted to inspire his family as well. So he decided to start making those lifestyle changes, and the way that he lost this 20 pounds was using high intensity interval training. So he did all of this from home. He lost 20 pounds of fat in 6 weeks just from doing high intensity interval training. So the great thing about this is it allows you to burn calories even though you're done after doing it. Okay. So there's a right way and a wrong way to do it, because you do it the wrong way, it could lead to you not being able to breathe and you not being able to talk. So you want to make sure that you have the optimized plan that's for you. And that brings us to, mixed pyramid training secret number three. This is neat. So this is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So this is like your daily activities. This is like sweeping, this is mopping, this is steps. You can burn a lot of calories just by doing this and implementing this in every day. A lot of people don't know it, but their daily activities are helping them burn calories and burn fat. So that brings us to success story number 6. This is Brent. Brent was a nurse, and he struggled with really just trying to lose his belly fat, and he's just busy, and he worked like 4 days a week, sometimes even more than that, 12-hour shifts. And as a nurse, you're always there to help and support people, and so he wanted to make a change to himself because he's always there helping others. So he decided that he wanted to make a change for himself, and so but he wanted to figure out how to be able to do all that stuff and not be super tired. And so what we did was we started introducing NEAT, so giving him like 10K steps or giving more exercise at work that he could do to be able to speed up his results. And from him doing that, he was able to lose his belly fat in about 4 weeks, as you can see. And he's from Yulee, Florida. And that brings us to strong discipline secret number 1. So tracking your results. If you're not tracking anything in life, it's kind of hard for you to get the results that you want. A lot of people wonder why I'm not seeing results, why I'm not seeing this. It's because you're not tracking. If you want to see results in anything, you have to track it. And so that brings us to success story number 7. So Sam, he's a game programmer / web developer now. He's from Raleigh, North Carolina. I actually went to school with him, so he's one of my best friends. And so before working with me, he didn't really know how to work out or how to, track his nutrition, or how to make sure that he was still making progress. So he would do a lot of things and not know why he wasn't getting stronger, or why I wasn't losing his weight. And it's because he didn't have no data. He wasn't tracking it. And so that all changed once he joined my program. I showed him how to track different things so that he would be able to lose this 3 pounds of skinny fat in 3 weeks. So congratulations on that, Samuel. And that brings me to strong discipline secret number 2. So this is having a bulletproof mindset. You're going to have things that arise. You're going to have a lot of different things that happen in life, but you can't let that break you. And that's what we focus on here, is helping you build that bulletproof mindset. So no matter what happens in life, you're able to push through. You're still able to get the results that you want, no matter how tough it gets. And that brings us to success story number 8. This is Jerwan, and he's from Boston, Massachusetts. So he's also a game developer. He's a Unity game developer, and yeah, it's crazy because we connected online, and he was also a game developer like me, and he did some programming, and he really struggled with trying to lose his skinny fat, and have more confidence and look at him feel his best. So he was fairly consistent with his working out, and he just didn't know what else he needed to be even more consistent at that time. And so he would fall off, and he would struggle to stay even more consistent when he fell off. So that's where he decided he needed to build that bulletproof mindset. He needed to figure out how to change his mindset, because everything starts with your mindset. If you don't have a strong mindset, then it's kind of hard for you to succeed in other areas of his life. But once he developed that bulletproof mindset, he was able to lose 7 pounds of skinny fat in 4 weeks. In 4 weeks. So yeah, and now he's looking and feeling his best. He has more energy. He has more confidence. He's able to wear the shirts that he wants, and he can even wear a tank top now. He said that was one of the things that he wasn't able to wear in public before, but now he feels confident and ripped that he can wear a tank top. And that brings us to strong discipline secret number 3. This is the Hawkeyes effect. So studies have shown that people do better when they have somebody watching them and holding them accountable. So this is exactly what the Hawkeyes effect is. And Chaka, he's in real estate. So he's real busy, and he struggled with really trying to find that balance of working out. He was pretty consistent with working out, but he would fall off from time to time, and he just felt like he wasn't motivated or didn't have anything to really strive for. So we helped come up with clear targets and objectives for him to strive, and he had somebody watching him every day, making sure that he was doing what he was supposed to do, and if he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do, then I would reach out and get him back on track. So watching him like a hawk. So just by doing that, he was able to lose 20 pounds in 4 weeks, and he's from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So here's a quick recap. With the proper nutrition plan and proper training and strong discipline, you can also get ripped as well. So I hope you enjoyed this ripped masterclass for IT professionals.